Hi, and welcome back, Buzz Buddies. This is B at beer30.buzz, also known as Byron, depending on what kind of friendship levels we're on just yet. Don't forget, you can reach me via comments on our YouTube channel, as well as the Facebook page. You can also email me at b at beer30.buzz. But nonetheless, thank you very much for joining me again. Today's beer we're going to be taste testing is brought to us by Ska Brewing Company in Durango, Colorado. This is the Modus Hoperandi IPA, the India Pale Ale. This is a 6.8%. Being that I keep bringing up the alcohol volume per content, I do want to make sure that people do understand that when you're looking at these different beers, you really need to pay attention to what your alcohol content is. One of the things that I am learning is that some are on the low end, some are on the high end, and some of these that are on the high end, especially like your dude, can sneak up on you very quickly. So please be safe. Enjoy these in a safe environment, whether it be at home or you're at a friend's house, or if you're sitting at a bar or restaurant or something like that. Please make sure you're giving yourself enough time to allow this beer to process its way through your system, eat a heavy meal or something like that. Whatever the case may be, just want to make sure you're enjoying your beer safely. So today again, we're doing Modus Hoperandi. I decided to opt out of the glass. I'm going to treat this as is. It's in a can. So I'm just going to go ahead and pretend that I just picked this up and got home from, maybe I was working out playing disc golf or something like that. It's a hot summer day. Unfortunately, that is not the case here in Chicago. We are experiencing a little bit of rain mixed with some sleet and snow right now. So I probably would revert back to maybe like a Corona or something like that a day like this, just because it doesn't seem like a day to experiment with anything new. However, that is not the purpose of the vlog. Again, the goal is to introduce you to new beers and see how it is that people might react to these. So again, if this is something that you've had before or something you're interested in trying, please feel free to do so and let us know what you think of that. Comment back to us again on the page or on the YouTube channel. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this open, see what we think. So again, Modus Hoperandi. Okay. The last beer I did was actually limited release by Lagunitas, Undercover Ale, I believe it was. This actually tastes a lot like that, only a little bit less bitter. So if I were to try to compare the two, going apples to apples, I would say I'd actually prefer this particular beer over the Lagunitas. Again, it did not have that same bite in the back of my jaw that I get with some of the beers that are higher in the hoppiness, higher in the IBUs, higher in the alcohol content. The Lagunitas was a 9.5. This is a 6.8. So although I don't necessarily taste the alcohol in the two beers per se, this one does seem to go down a little bit smoother. So I'm going to give this a little bit more of a sip here. This is actually a pretty good IPA. Being that, again, my personal preference is not to taste the backwoods, if you will. You know, if I was going for something with a little bit more of a taste outside of your lighter beers, this is actually a pretty good beer to try. Again, I've said before, my personal preference is not the darker beers, the things that just kind of get you salivating in the back beyond control, or gives you that little bit of a tingle. That's not my preference in sitting down and enjoying a beer. But again, I do know that people do like those beers. So if you're somebody that's like myself, or maybe you're not too big into the hops, the IBUs, or whatever it is, it just gives you that really strong stout taste, I would probably recommend this one, to be perfectly honest. This is something that I would be willing to crack open and try again, whereas maybe the Lagunitas I was not. So I'll give this one more taste here. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my initial assessment. If you are somebody that is like me, where maybe the Lagunitas is a little bit too strong, you're looking for something that still is an IPA, isn't going to just give you that weird, nasty, bitter aftertaste. You're trying to move away from some of your lighter pale ales or whatever the case may be. This is definitely something that I would give a try. So this is probably the second beer now that I give a rating out of buying again beyond 1 or 2. This is something that I would probably recommend picking up a 6-pack. Would sit around and enjoy this on a slow night with the friends, maybe playing some board games or something like that. Or if I'm grilling, this definitely seems like a beer that I could sit around and enjoy. So once again, thank you for joining me. This is B at beer30.buzz. And again, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Have a good one.